I spent the last week pushing the new $599 MacBook Neo to its absolute limits just to see when it would finally break. I opened 30 heavy Safari tabs, ran a 4K video render, and pushed an entire Apple Intelligence workflow all at the exact same time. The craziest part is that it did not freeze, it did not stutter, it simply kept going in complete silence. Apple just dropped a massive bomb on the laptop industry by putting an iPhone 16 Pro processor inside a fully functional aluminum Mac. But before you rush out to buy one for yourself or your kid, you need to understand exactly what Apple stripped away to hit this insane price tag. Design and build quality. The first time I picked up the MacBook Neo, I fully expected it to feel like a cheap netbook. Apple is known as the undisputed category king of premium laptops with the MacBook Air and MacBook Pro. So seeing a $599 price tag usually implies plastic chassis and terrible hinges. I was completely wrong. The Neo uses a sturdy aluminum unibody that feels instantly premium and incredibly solid. At 2.7 pounds, it is wonderfully light. You can easily open the lid with one hand, which is a hallmark of premium engineering. I tested the citrus yellow colorway, and the color matching extends right onto the keyboard deck. It brings a playful energy that reminds me of the classic iBook days, but with a modern, cold-to-the-touch metal finish. However, when you compare the ergonomics directly to the MacBook Air, you do notice a few compromises. The edges are softer and more rounded, but the keyboard completely lacks a backlight. If you're someone who works in dimly lit coffee shops or late at night, that missing backlight is going to drive you absolutely crazy. Key features. Let us talk about what actually matters in daily use. The biggest story here is the A18 Pro chip. Yes, the exact same silicon powering the latest flagship iPhones is now running a full desktop operating system in macOS Tahoe. The real-world utility of this setup is genuinely surprising. My daily workflow involves heavy web browsing, managing spreadsheets, and basic photo editing. The A18 Pro crushed all of it without breaking a sweat. Because it's an incredibly efficient mobile processor, there are no fans inside this machine. It is dead silent. Another major feature is the repairability. I tore this machine down and I was shocked by what I found. Apple ditched the horrible industrial glue they've used for a decade. The battery is seated on a tray secured by 18 standard screws. You can easily swap out the keyboard, the camera, and the battery yourself. For a company that usually locks down its hardware, this is a massive win for the consumer and significantly extends the market value of the laptop over time. Battery life is another huge practical benefit. I reliably got around 15 hours of continuous use on a single charge. And when it was finally time to plug in, I did not need a massive power brick. The Neo charges perfectly fine with a standard 20-watt iPhone charger, meaning you only need one tiny plug in your backpack. The competition battle. When we benchmark the MacBook Neo against its rivals, the comparisons get fascinating. Let us look at how the Neo stacks up against the category king of premium thin laptops, the new M5 MacBook Air. The Air gives you a much better screen, proper high-speed ports across the board, MagSafe charging, and a backlit keyboard. But you're paying almost double the price. If your main goal is writing emails, watching YouTube, and doing schoolwork, the Neo gives you the vast majority of the Apple experience for half the money. Then we have the high-end Chromebook market. For $599, you can buy a premium Chrome OS device from Lenovo or HP. The Neo absolutely destroys them. You're getting a full desktop operating system, native Apple Intelligence features, and seamless integration with your iPhone. The build quality of the Neo makes similarly priced Windows and Chrome laptops feel like disposable toys. The bitter truth. This brings me to the honesty protocol. Apple marketing focuses heavily on the accessible price and the fun colors, but they conveniently ignore the serious bottlenecks they engineered into this machine. First, let us talk about the memory. You are stuck with 8 GB of RAM. It's permanently soldered directly into the A18 Pro chip package. You cannot upgrade it later. While macOS is efficient today, as artificial intelligence applications grow more demanding over the next few years, 8 GB will become a severe limitation. The absolute deal breaker for many will be the port situation. You get 2 ports, but one is permanently crippled. You get 2 USB-C ports, but in a move that feels almost punishing, only one of those ports supports USB 3 speeds. The other port is hard-capped at ancient USB 2 speeds. Because there's no MagSafe, you have to use one of these ports just to charge the laptop. If you plug your charger into the fast port, you're left with a painfully slow connection for your external hard drive. This is a massive hidden frustration for anyone who needs to transfer files or use multiple accessories. The final verdict: buy or skip. I evaluate every device based on its true market value and long-term utility. The MacBook Neo is a landmark device, but it's not for everyone. Buy this if you are a student on a strict budget, a casual user who lives in web browsers, or someone who simply wants the most affordable entry point into the Apple ecosystem. For $599, the build quality and battery life are unmatched in the current market. Skip this if you rely on external drives, work in dark environments, or plan to do heavy video editing. The slow USB 2 port, the lack of a backlit keyboard, and the locked 8 GB of RAM will make you deeply regret your purchase. If you fall into that professional category, save up for the MacBook Air.